Welcome back to Factorio and our season 2 playthrough. So, I want to thank everybody for watching all this before we get going, just in case I forget. I know I'm slow, but I'm methodical, and obviously, if you've not played this before, other people rush through and then they miss a lot of stuff out, which I'm not trying to do. That's why you see it's methodical, and I'm trying to talk about what my ideas and things like that are. And also, don't forget to check out Pigs TV for all the latest videos, because you can get stuff for what's coming in the week before YouTube sees it, and past videos and all sorts of things. It's all free. PC, tablet, phone, you name it, you can look at it. So that's the whole point. But anyway, let's get into it and see how we do it. So I've got this science going, which is what we needed to. I'm trying to remember myself. Yeah, to get the rocket silo. Now we also need that. I mean, I can't show you it, but if you look at where it says effects, we need that satellite, and I think this is sort of a cargo port thing, but I don't think that comes available until I get this. So we are getting things ready. Obviously, this is storing these yellows up for certain things. I think, like I think I said in the last one. I think I'd rather in next time. There's going to be a lot of changes to this. We might run a longer line in the centre, if you like. But anyway, let's not digress on that. That won't obviously start until this one's finished, so it's doing whatever it needs to do. We are running out. What's stopping us, I think, is the blue at the moment, which I'd like to get more. But what to say, it is what it is. We are only at 3,000 lubricants, so we're not producing a lot. But we've got enough electric engines here. We don't really need to produce anymore, as you can see here. So it's not going to be too much of a problem. Up here, I think they're starting to swarm again. Now, I have noticed, just on this right-hand side, we have got a nice bit of coal. So obviously, if we need to tap into that, if you like, we will do, which is good. I'm going to, while I'm down here, because I think I'm eventually, I've got enough to build a new one. So let's just, let's concentrate on that. Yeah, see, it's just going to take very little out, because I don't think it's got anything. Now, I could tell it to wait. I could tell the train to wait up to the station. I think it's here somewhere. That's the other one. I'm trying to. It doesn't give you the details of the information. That must be, unless I'm doing something, so I can change it without having to get hold of the train. That's half the problem. Now, well, fortunately now the train has actually run out again, so that might be a way of saying don't come down until you're absolutely full. Which might be the way to do it. Not that it makes over too much of a difference. Now, we have got a lot of everything, but the blue does take an enormous amount of time to produce. It might be worth... It might be worth just building a few while I'm concentrating on getting some other things. Now, I did build this rocket. I'm just trying to find it. Obviously, it's not in here somewhere. Where I was building the stuff for the tank. I think this might be it here. Is this it? Yes, this is it here. The reason why it stopped is it's run out of explosives. And it's run out of explosives because it's run out of sulfur. Now, it's run out of sulfur because I'm not sending a lot of sulfur. And most of the sulfur is being taken up by this. Or the other down there. So that's something to consider. I know I've got a lot of sulfur somewhere. See here, we've got a lot of sulfur here. So I can... Let me fill up the entire section on here on sulfur. And what I'll do is I'll put that back... yeah, I'll do a chest and put that back directly into the explosives and not worried about them taking this, you see, because they need to take this from there and they're not getting anything because obviously it's been grabbed. So I think, if I'm correct, I think I'm gonna have to do it that way. I really want to do it this way, don't I? Like that. There's no electric to this. There is now. But I'm going to have the box, I think. And do that. Now that's going to start filling the explosive up, which is going to start making some of this. Now I've got 100, so that's not too shabby. That will obviously help our tank, but the tank also needs fuel. I suppose I could use the wood, which would make sense. So again, that's not too bad. So now we're on the rocket silo. So we're building the rocket silo now. It's still going to take a while to get this silo up and running. Again, I still think it's the problem is the blue. Yeah, you see, the blue is it's not producing enough. So let's, before I go anywhere and do any single thing. Now I've got this extra 6. Let's start pumping it. I can only build 1, 2 more from that anyway. So let's get this up and running. It's in here. It's always in here. I should always remember that, you know. I think this is what it means. This section here is like, this is what you want to, you know, do on the assembly lines. I still keep saying I'm going to work out how to copy and paste from one to one, and I still don't do it. Yes, so we need to... I'm just trying to work out what I have to come up there with. So this side... Oh, I've only got 4 of them. Definitely going to need a lot more than that. That needs to come from there, there, and there. That means that's from there, there, there. This will be the local one, won't it? So that's taken sulfur in. Rather quite strange because it's there. I'm just going to knit that one slightly less. So it only goes to... Oh no, I can't do that, can I? 'Cause I've got to have this second one. Like that. So I'm going to have to just increase one. I don't want to go too far. Now I can increase that. So they'll start to push that through. Let's get that going, and let's get that going. That needs to be on there, like so. So we've added 6 on there. I don't know how many I actually had. I think I already had... No, I had 8, so... I've almost doubled the thing of it. It does take an enormous amount of time. Now, I've got no modules on this side, though. I think I've got quite a few of them, actually. Productivity will create an extra at the cost of increasing energy consumption and reduce speed. These are only in intermediate products, so that might not actually work. Oh, it does. But the trouble is, it costs me... Get off. Just take yourself back. That. So I don't particularly want to do more consumption. I think you can reduce it the another way. But this should start... as we can see, the problem being is the sulfur. I'm not producing enough sulfur to get things going. So that's the worrying trend. I've got my tank. And it won't go because I've got no fuel for it. But if I do... If I put these in, that gives me an extra more. More's good. And that as a fuel. I'll keep that as a spare. No, that's not a spare. I still don't know how to run... I mean, I don't know how to run it. You know, I put that in there, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Unless it's... wrong buttons. We can go out now and go up there to find out why we're not producing enough sulfur. You see where they all are. They're starting to get a bit leery. And that one's gone. That one's still up there, is causing issues. This one here is going to take an enormous amount of effort to get rid of. Fortunately, it's relatively behind the... it's behind... You know, I've sort of blocked it off so it doesn't get too leery. I mean, they're not that far away. If we look there, that's quite close. It's very difficult for them to get around because although they could get around here if they decided to be a bit more intelligent about it. I'm going to select... I'm not adding a weight. Weight... fuel full. And empty cargo there. I don't have any... Because I'm using it. This is a bit of a downer. Although I could pick up some of these really badly straggly trees if I liked. That I can't do much with. I don't want to go too low because they don't like you taking the foliage out. But if it's a down tree, I think it doesn't really matter. I can find a blooming thing. Oh, it's a dead one. Because dead one's not going to reduce the emissions whatsoever. It got 36. Which is the one that's out of fuel? That's out of fuel. They're both out of fuel, apparently. I can't really... why have I not got it in my hand? Right, so giving it 15. We'll see if that's all right. Right, I've got some... it's the gas is the problem. We've not got enough gas going to the... What's taking out a lot of gas then? Yeah, see, I've also got to do something. Once that hits once it hits full, the problem is going to be that it's going to stop. I wish I could find... I didn't get any steel bars. Whoop. Now, I think this is now going to stay until it gets to full. Which is fine, because we've got so much down there. I can't get around here. I'm going to have to do something like that. Yep. I need somewhere where the derricks are. I think there's a few down here somewhere. A few ones I haven't tapped into, maybe? No, they seem to be all connected to that. I can't see that well. It's probably to do with the... Yeah, it's taking quite a substantial amount of from that. Although the gas is running this way, but it's just not... We're not producing enough sulfur. That's the issue that I've got. So I either... Like I said, I can't see because it's a bit dark. It's becoming light again. If I've got a couple of new... I don't think I have any more sources. So I think I... Oh, wait a minute. What's this one? That source? No, that's just a rock. Just a rock. I kept some oil refineries here, so I didn't have to go back because I'd forget. But it's just not producing enough gas. It's probably because we're taking a lot of gas out for this. What kind of rate? Although I am pushing that back. How much have I got? Only I've only got 1,000. Let's... That now is cancelled. I'm just going to produce gas off this. Just to allow this to feed down. Now let's see if that will. I want to get myself... Well, I shouldn't get myself run over. The only one that's getting full up is this one. Now, the question being is it just this one that's going to be full and not these? Or is it not going to move because these aren't full as well? That's going to be the question. I'm going to stack this and get rid of all this sulfur into here, so that'll help. Might as well get rid of it. I can't really see anything else that I can actually do with these derricks. I think I've got them all. It's just that I'm producing so much. So much to do whatever I need to do. That's filling up, but it's going to take a huge amount of while to get 50,000. Where is my tank gone? There we are. I'll tell you what might also be a good idea. It's one way to get rid of the... I'm going to go and see how bad or good our... don't like the idea of that. Move. Move would be good. Let's... Just, I want to have a look at possibly taking this out. Or out that way so they can't see me that well. It's a bit of a faff trying to drive this tank, I must admit. It's, shall we say, not the easiest thing to drive. But then I suppose it is a tank. Right, so I've got rid of that. I was a bit worried about them... Have I got... I'll have to be careful so I don't get myself... Have I got any... I suppose I could do this. But I'll have to get some more when I get back. The idea of that is just to... If they do start to want to try and spawn there, that might stop them. I was a bit worried because if they start to try and go to the coal, now we know the problem if they get to the coal. I'll just bulldoze me. Oh, I can't get through the thing though. Ooh, did I just cut the power? Yep, I cut the power. What's that down there? Is that just water? I don't know what that is actually. I'm just checking to see how much coal. 4,400,000. Yeah, we got tons of coal. We got coal for days. There's probably about 750,000 there. Maybe. Something like that. One decent thing about this is you can just bulldoze with it. You can just... Oh, apart from... Oh, yes, you can. Whereas the little car, after that, you just hit everything when you just attack. Just bulldoze it, get through it. So... I've turned that off. That's the only thing I could think of doing at this precise moment. But like I said, how are we doing? Just let me check on things at the moment. I still think it's so. Yeah, it's just going to take it forever on a day. I don't know whether it's like I said. I don't know whether it's that one or it's the other three as well. But by taking out that little nest there, it's helped just stop them from going to the. I mean, I assume this was a nest as well, so which is something that we've got to keep an eye on. I'll go back over to the where the that is, and stop that. Get out. Fix the tank. That fix the car. That's fine. I can get in the car to go around to other places. Ah. So this is definitely increased, but this sulfur problem is the. Well, I suppose I am getting a bit more. It may now get to the stage of solving this. It will take a while because obviously the sulfur's here and not in there where I'm going to need it. But as we can see, well, we're not doing too bad. Ah, I've got a lot of blue there now. I would assume now it's yellow is the problem. Yeah. Yellow is the problem. Because we've only got one yellow. Yellows, yellows, and more yellows. I haven't got any more. I can't build any more machines, basically. I think in the next one, I should hoof off a bit and build them like these. Like these here. By itself. And just build them. Like I'm doing here. Where is iron plates? Military is doing quite well. In fact, it's doing so well that I'm wondering if I could. Where is it? It's there. See where? I'm just going to trace this while I'm going down. And I might. But it's not. I was going to turn it off actually, but why bother? Oh, get up. Go back into there. I want 100, no. I'm going to get some more. I could probably upgrade the other one down there. At least I know now I've got... Ooh, let's take one to do that. There we go. That's refilled that back up. What was I doing? Oh, I was getting some iron plates, wasn't I? Because I'm not really worried about how much is stealing from here because there's so many. I'll just basically take it all from there. Right. Let's get about another three, maybe. What's in here? I've got some guns, I've got some other, and everything else that I can use as well. I can't start building anything else until I have the rocket silo, because it doesn't open up anything else for me to actually do anything. And because it doesn't open anything for me to do, I can't get out the way. I can't Obviously, I'm going to have to push that up. We need a red, and the long, the long one. That one's that way. That was that way. That one can come from there, there. We come into yellow. No difference between yellow and green, obviously. That's fine. So that should have started that ball running. What? It's only that. It's not going to get any more because I haven't. Yeah, I was going to say, why are you not producing any of that? Obviously, this does take an enormous amount of time to produce. Yeah, we've got enough. I've got enough of everything, so I shouldn't have to. It should. Now I've got 400 times, 400% more than what I was doing originally. Now, with this being an important part, it may appear. I need some more copper. Well, I think I need some more copper. I might as well just do. Well, there's a speed 3 there. Well, that'll take an enormous amount of time to be produced. I mean, these are productivity modules, so you know. I suppose I could put one of them on. I mean, I do have so many of them. Maybe that's the thing as well. Should put that on. I'd like to get these, but that's going to cost an enormous amount. I haven't got enough I haven't got enough of this basically, so I'm going to need an absolute ton of that. That would be best for me to see. I'll place it there. I'm going to need, well, if I've got it running 4, that's over 1,000 in it just in that alone. And that's, I still need, is that expensive in, that's expensive in blue as well. But don't forget, that's 3 times as fast then. Oh, I've got the copper here. And I need 650 just for one. That's ridiculous. I don't think it allows me any more than... Yeah, you see, I can't get any more than... Oh, I can get 1,200. That's fine. I got 1. And it'll... Look how long that takes. It takes forever and a day to do one of these, but it'll be worth it because it'll just speed them up. Technically, I suppose if you only made 2, imagine these are yellow. If I made 2, it should be the same speed as the 4, I think, or it might be even faster. But the problem is, it's going to use a lot more energy to do it. But we need to push along the stuff. It's definitely the yellow. That's what's holding us back. And I can't get any more going. I didn't need to make all that. I could have just like picked some of this up. But I think in the future, I definitely have to look in starting to make them on their own, like I did the productivity one. You know, bank it up to start with, if you get what I mean. Because it would be an advantage. A lot of the green and a lot of it's just sat there until later on, but you need it to do it. The green and if you think the green, the red, and the blue, the green is the most important one because that's used throughout this game, no matter what you're doing. But you know what they say. Sometimes it's just the way things are going. They are. Does it need black as well? Does it? It doesn't need black. It's because there's black's already in there. Oh yeah, because it probably would be just saying. It's only going to use what it needs to use, I suppose. What else is it running out of? I'll tell you somewhere. I don't see purple in this section at all. So there's another concern. Is it running out because purple is not chugging out anything? Now, why isn't purple chugging out anything? Oh, electric furnace. I turned the electric furnaces off, didn't I? Aha. That was a bit of a problem. I said I was turning them off, and then I didn't turn them back on again, which I think is here. And it's not running because it needs red. And yeah, I didn't reconnect this again, did I? Where the hell did that need that bit? Must have been something else. Excuse me. So that's why it's not going anymore. I don't have it. I do have electric furnaces. I could help this situation out while it's starting to push the furnaces down here by losing them 21 that I've already got. Oh no, you can't do that, can you? This is the killer's heel with this. Is I can't pick them up and do what I was wanting to do, but I can do that. Like press the Z button and just put so many in because it won't allow me. I think that's the only time it doesn't allow you to do it when you're trying to do something like that. It is a very slow thing to produce. But I've got 8 of them. But I obviously haven't got enough... I'm not running enough furnaces yet. See, if the furnace is coming in, it'll be taken from to do that one. I don't know how many furnaces it needs to produce. That's not too bad of a thing to look at, actually. It needs 1. Ingredients, 1 electric furnace. Well, that's not... Ooh, well, that's a bit of a downer then. How the hell can I do 1? Oh, I can do it. Oh, it does allow me to do it. I stand corrected. I thought because I've got it on the cursor, it won't allow me to do it. So yeah, so I've started all them running with a few. Some of them just got 1, but at least it's gonna run. I was wondering why it wasn't doing anything. Oh, purple's coming at this end, and it doesn't matter because it's figuring itself out. There we go. Now we're starting up again. So yellow now isn't the problem. Now is the purple. I'll just have to leave it and let it. What it'll do is it will. Yeah, you see, furnaces don't take as long, so it will start to. It will start to. What would have been really nice is it's in the game would have been a way to sort of say, no, I've got full thing is don't start to automatically turn itself off if I've got too many. But it doesn't do that. It'll just go in a line and then you're just wasting resources to me for other things. But that's unfortunately the way it is. You see this here. Going to take an enormous amount of time. I don't even think I need this now, actually. I'm going to cancel it on the grounds that I've got some here. Why have we got some here then? If I've already got some in my pot of excellence, I haven't got. It's where I can. It's what I can produce, isn't it? The silo does take an enormous amount of the silo. Rocket silo takes an enormous amount of time. Now we are on obviously video 32, and I said I was trying to do 25%, which I think is video 42. So I've got 10 videos to try and get us lifted up, and that's 25% less videos to get to the stage of going into the, going into the air or going into the space. What the hell do you call it? Than what I did in season 1. And considering all the hassle I've had with the thing being so far up there and not close, if I even get anywhere near that, I'll be quite happy, to be honest. Yeah, so we are we're pushing ourselves ahead now. Yeah, I see. Look at that. It's going up. So what do I need to consider now? Unfortunately, though, it's a real pain because I don't know I can't remember some of the other things that it needs. I can't make sure that the silo is, it's got a. I can't see it though on the list of things. I mean, I can't go over it to say, oh, it's going to need this or it needs that. It's a satellite, is what I'm looking for. You should see it on this effects there. You see it on the right hand side. I also need that cargo pod. I'll need stuff for the rocket as well, which is fuel. I don't know whether that uses heavy oil or it uses the light oil. Now, if it uses the light oil, which is the one up there, if you remember, that was half full in the tanks already, that'll be good, because I'll get rid of that. But I can't remember what it does from season 1. Because it doesn't give you here. It doesn't give me here to be able to select anything. The reason why for that is like I said, is until I build this, all them things that do not come available. So now I don't really know what I need to build. Unless that's that bit. Show only essential technologies. Oh, bloody hell. That's shrunk that down, hasn't it? Oh, it did. Right then, so what are we... I think what we're going to do is we're going to think about ending the... take that, don't need that. Ending the video here. I'm just checking to see how all the flow of everything else is working, and it seems to be pretty secure now, especially that. The purple is now starting to push itself through. I'm not running out of the green, and I'm not running out of the blue. I did like the way I did that. We've still got a lot of blue in there. So that one is empty. I don't know whether it was full anyway, but it's definitely empty now. So all we've got is that. So as this is filling up, I mean, I mean, what I could do, I suppose, is turn this around. Have one that's filling up and one that's empty now. But I don't think it's too much of a problem. I was something there about doing that, and I went, I don't know. See, blue's still making. There's not a lot of blue. I mean, we're not ranking blue out. But I'm not really needing it. I mean, they've got the sulfur there. As we've got it up here. The batteries themselves, there's still a massive amount of batteries. So again, it's just all in a line here. Which is good. I think I've done that slightly better. I mean, at least that's something. Compared to what I had in the previous one, where I didn't know or I didn't think about preempters as like the batteries and the blue. Instead of just making it and leaving it and then it getting full and it can't make any more, then having to wait for so long, you might as well put it in some boxes and get thousands and thousands of them made, and then when you really want to do them, turn it around, get them out the box. At least that way, you've already got thousands you've already made, preempted for this sort of scenario. So that's not bad. Right then, Jet, let's just leave it there. Things have been solved. I can't do much in this little episode to get any more done. And there's no point in me just sat here yabbering while I can't really do anything. Or I can't think. I would do some of the other stuff to see if I've got the ingredient, and I call it ingredients, to make sure everything's done. But I can't see them. So let's leave it at that. And we will pick this up in the next video. Don't forget, like I said, to check out pixtv.com for all the latest videos. And all free, no login, no nothing like that. And then you can see other videos that are coming out in that week or the previous weeks. And it's free, so what have you got to lose? Anyway, we'll see you again. Take care. Bye for now.